Hi guys, welcome to another C# video tutorial. I'm Josef Bodnar. In this C# video tutorial, I'm going to talk about the ability to write in C# code inside the property. This code has the ability to validate the data which the property will receive from fields. So I go inside here. Inside this set assessor, and I could use if conditional structure, for example, yeah, and I want the value which this field will be assigned to be between 100. So I put this test. The value should be higher and equal with 100, and the value should be less and equal with 1000. This test inside the parentheses of this if conditional structure will filter, will validate the data which this field will receive, will be assigned. So the value must be between 100 and 1000. Otherwise, this field won't be assigned. Let's do the same thing for this BI property. So let's do here a few changes. And now inside this set assessor, I'm going to use the same test to validate the data which BI field will receive, will be assigned. I'm going to copy these code lines inside of this property AX, and I'm going to paste these code lines here inside this set assessor, which belongs to this BI property. So I used the same test to validate the data which this field, I should change here the field, which this field BI will be assigned. Now I go inside this file calculators, where I've got this class calculator and this main method, static void main method, yeah, and I want to simplify a bit this code. So I'm gonna to cut off these code lines using the comment operator. Let's do a check. Yeah, I think everything is all right. So I'm going to leave just this object here, and this console write line to display in console the result of addition between these two property AX and BY. So let's release this application, but let's do a repetition. You can see I used for this property AX inside this set assessor, this sort of validation data. So the value which is going to assign this field AX must be between 100 and 1000, and the same test I used here to another property, this property BI. So the value which is going to assign this field BI must be between 100 and 1000. So these two tests must be fulfilled, that this additional operation to be done. So let's release this application. Let's see the result in the console, which sort of result we receive. So we receive the sum is 0. So even here for this object, as you can see, I used these two values, 20 and 10. I didn't receive 30, which should be the result of addition between 20 and 10. I received 0, as you have seen, because this two value 20, which is the value what was assigned by to this field AX, and 10 was assigned to field BI, don't fulfill this two test for these two property. Yeah, so they are not between 100 and 1000, and that's why we received sum equal 0. But we can do something else. We can use this else, and we can write a message, system console write line parentheses, and here inside the parentheses I can write a message like the value should be between 100 and 1000 for AX property. Yeah, and the same code line I'm going to write for BI property inside the set assessor here. The difference will be here. Instead of AX, I'm going to write BY. Okay, now I'm going to release again this application. Here you go. Now you can see in console was retrieved this two message. So the value should be between 100 and 1000 for AX property, and the same message for BI property. So that's why I received this result in console 0, because the value used to do this additional operation were not fulfilled the test inside these two property AX and BY. So if I go here and I change these values, for example, for AX field, let it be 200, and I leave here 10. Now I release again this application. Now the result is 200 instead of 210, but it should be if we do the additional operation between 210, because here is this message what I received here in console. The value should be between 100 and 1000 for BI property. So the value for AX property, which was assigned that property AX, fulfilled the test, the condition, but the value, this value 10, didn't fulfill the test, and it didn't pass this test, and that's why this property BI wasn't assigned. So if I change here 10 with 100, I should close the console, and if I change this 10 with 100, and I release again this application, here you go, the sum is 300. So the additional operation was done between 200 and 100, because both of them fulfilled the test either for AX property and BI property. So you can use code inside the property, as I have done here inside the set assessor, and you can use this code as a sort of validating data for your code. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video tutorial. See you next time.